Now I want us to look at a bull that we have right behind us.
Yes.
There's a bull's eye that is behind us,
yes.
and everybody can see it,
yes.
right?
Yes.
And we talked about it a little bit. We talked about the history, the Pentalighters, the Gimstars TV, how those projects came to be and how God guided you through them, right? So I want us to talk about first because niche world powers God's chamber of commerce.
Yes.
So I want us to first explore niche world.
Yes.
We already explored and we elaborated that it is world. It is not wild. It is not wild. We already said this.
Oh, weird.
Oh, weird. We definitely said wild. It's wild.
Yes.
We said this ages ago.
Yes.
So what we are going to get into, niche world, you already gave the story on how you will go and meet people, share the vision that God gave you, and they will be, wow.
Yes.
And so that's how you got, wow.
Yes.
Niching, you already told us that it is being specific, going down to niching down to a specific thing.
This one thing I do.
Yeah.
All said.
Now I want us to get into niching.
Yes.
Because we got into the wow factor.
Yes.
But now the niche part. I want you to guide us through, or to take us through, how did you identify that you are supposed to niche? Because there is a saying that goes, jack of all trades, master of none. Now, I have a contradictory saying that says, jack of all trades, master of life. So now help me understand, why do I have to niche into one thing when I can have a whole tapestry of things and mess around with each and everything and become a master of life?
Now, every great thing takes time to grow. There is nothing like you can become everything at the same time once. I believe that saying that a jack of
all trades,
a jack of all trades,
a master of none,
and a master of none is at the beginning, at the initial levels of your life.
Okay,
you need to be a disciplined person to stick to one thing to the point that you become so good at it that people perceive you as a master. And because at the point you are becoming a master, you are also in the midst of other masters. People can come to you asking you other things around your life because of course you are with people who are actual masters of that area. But as an individual, if you want to become a man of confidence, you have to grow in one thing. Focus means follow one thing until it's done, or until complete, or until it's successful. Follow one thing. This is where most of us we lose it. You are waking up in the morning, you are going to Nairobi, you go to Nyeri town, you find somebody cooking mandazi, you say, I want to cook mandazi. You are journalist to Nairobi. By the time you figure to Karatina, someone is now selling shoes. You want to do shoes.
Shoes now.
By the time you are getting to Thika, someone is now even doing farming. I want to do farming. By the time you are getting to Nairobi and we ask you, what do? You have nothing to say. But when you leave your house and you know that me, I want to sell balloons and white in color or white and blue. You go to Nyeri town. You find someone doing, you don't even have time. That's none of your business. By the time you are going to Nairobi and you repeatedly do that, people give you a brand. You get that branding, and then when you reach down to balloons, you now go broad. They are now the balloons we use in parties. They are the hot air balloons, you know them?
So people fly.
So you become a master of balloons. Anything balloon, you know it inside out. Do you know what will happen? When people start thinking about who can I ask about construction, they can trust you because you have proved that you know one thing so well. And now what will happen? You can now become a master of all by reference.
Okay.
You don't need to know how a construction is done, but because you are a master in balloon, people can trust you when they say, I know Mr. Jim, who is an engineer. So that word, I'll buy it because I know you are a master.
So what I understand you're saying is you first prove competence
in your one thing.
In one area.
Yes.
You zero in into one area, focus. And after you have been able to comprehend and master the art of doing it, now you can be able to delegate and other things and become a master.
Even you won't delegate. You attract people looking for value.
Okay.
And when they come to you, you find it easy to give them words or references that they can trust. And then you tell them, let me send you to someone I know who can help you. As simple as that.
So by proxy, you become a master of all.
A master of all.
Wow.
Yes. Okay. But you can't do that in your first 1-2 year. You need 15 and above years to master one thing. Very well.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, you said very well, you stated and said that is if you know what you want. Now, last time we talked about Gen Zs and the whole thing that was happening throughout the country.
Yes.
And the maandamanos and we did give our opinions, we shared, and all that is in the past. It is still ongoing, but it is kind of old news. We can now shuffle off to another thing. Now, the thing I would ask is, because they are watching us, what about the people who don't know what they want? They kind of know. They kind of think, I want this. Their parents tell them, do this other thing. That's why the government tells them, tumewapanga, tutapanga vile ambavyo mtafanya hivi, tumetenga bilioni ili mfanye hivi, but they don't actually know what is for me. Wow, what will you tell them on how to go about identifying what should be their niche?
First and foremost, I would say that for you to narrow down to what you really are, you may say that I don't know what I'm good at, but you should know what you're not good at.
Okay.
To begin with. Just know what you are not good at. Just know what you don't want. Just use what you don't want to help you go to what you want or what you are.
Okay.
By the time you are identifying the real place of value, you know me, I can't do football. I can't sing. I hate sitting down in a place just writing things. Now you are eliminating situations that can eat your time for you trying to guess who you are. So the more you don't, the more you know what you don't want, the easier
it will be.
It will help you to go to what you are supposed to do.
Wow.
Then after you've done that, start appreciating the kind of areas that give you a lot of satisfaction, fulfillment, sense of purpose, feedback from people that is so genuine that you have touched their lives. Anytime you go to a place and you sing, without necessarily saying that I'm a singer, and people tell you, wow, you have sung so well. That's a place, that's an indicator. Start narrowing that. Narrow down to a place where now you start now growing that thing. That is now where you are working with God in you to help you uncover the best version of you that you are supposed to grow into in form of a talent and gift. And nobody is empty. That's now the whole thing about discovering who you are. Plus now when we go to the depths of that, we can go deeper and deeper. Yes.
So identify what you don't want. And then that will guide you to what you do. You are destined for.
With time.
Wow, that is good. That is great advice. Now,
revelation.
Revelation. I remember we did state we don't advise.
We are not advising anyone.
We just reveal truths given to us by our Lord and Savior, right? So I will ask another question based on, yes, this person has eliminated. I don't want this. I don't want this. But now there comes a pressure that is from, maybe especially being an artist myself, I know the pressure from this. Unaambia mzazi nataka kuimba. Uliza watu wote wanaimba. So how are you going to explain to me?
How different are you?
What makes you very different?
Kila mtu ni mwibi.
When you're the one who will sing and they will listen. What makes you so different? Kila mtu anaimba. So, and these people get kind of discouraged,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Their drive they had in life, they have identified they don't want this. They want to niche on music or acting or whatever it is, whatever art that they pick. But people discourage them, especially people who are in positions of influence in their life, like parents, pastors, etc. Right? So what will you tell these people? They don't want to disrespect their parents. And as it is well known, at Mimi, I'm here asking and talking to you because you are well versed in knowledge and wisdom, just by verdict of age. So they tend to listen even to their parents. What will you tell them? How do they go about that?
There is nothing as powerful as questioning everything.
Yeah.
I have discovered with this time that I am a creative rebel. I will question everything and ask why not. For me, what you're asking is so common with youths, teenagers, children growing up, and parents. Sometimes they say that what the parents never become want to become through you. So they want to push a certain angle of their life through you.
They want to push their own agenda.
Yes,
what
through you.
I
I wanted to sing, so you must sing. I want to become an entrepreneur. Now that I'm exiting
my age is
the
well
stage,
gone.
you have to become an entrepreneur. Why?
So I can live
Because
my
I want
dream through you.
Yes. Now you have to be a creative rebel. You have to say no. That is part of what I have said before. You should know what you don't want. Understand. And then you have to play it very wise. But there is no respectable no. Hakuna ati no inakuanga na respect. So you have to be very firm. Anytime you say that I don't want that, you better have an option of what you want.
Okay.
Don't just tell your parents that I don't want to do singing and then
just lay around doing nothing.
When my parents were telling me to do education, to go get employment, I would tell them no, because I was busy doing what I do today. I've been doing this work for the last 15 years. Missionary work. It seemed not to pay me. It seemed not to be taking me far. But today I'm here because I stood very firm. If you ask my mother, she told that Mimi nidi uaga sisikiangi. Of course I can hear that voice is not mine. What you're telling me is because you went to a chama, ukasikia mzazi mwingine akisema hey, na mwana wako mtoto wangu alienda kafanya nao. Sasa anakuja kaniambia hey, unajua siku hizi ukafanya hivi na hivi na hivi, ni kama nani? No, that's not me. What you are referring here is not me. That is them. I have something I'm pursuing. Today they can tell you that they have seen the fruit of me being very strong. So my point in summary, when you're pushed to do what you're not supposed to do, you have to say no. But even as you're saying no, you have to have something that you are working on, not an empty no. Let them doubt you. It's okay because nothing you can do with them. Let them think that you are losing it, but better you have something you're working on. With time, they are going to see you.
Okay. So it's a no backed by
something. Yes. No with the value behind it. No with a virtue that you're building. But no, and then you're like, I'm just chilling.
Now, most young people might know they don't want to do this, so now you have given them the opinion of doing this and that and this and this. So they have been able to distinct themselves or remove themselves from the status quo, maybe hata kwenda shule and to do the normal things people do, right?
Yes.
Now they have found their niche, right? I want to do this. Now it's a no. They say no to their parents. Stafanya hivo. I'll do this, and I have my substance behind it, right? Now they come to a point where they don't know where to start. Like, I'm lost. I want to do this. I already know what I want to do. Now I'm lost. I don't have anybody I can there's especially these phones, they are filled with information. So I go to this person, he tells me this. I go to this other person, he tells me that. So some even contradict themselves. So what will you advise or what will you share that people should or will try to do? What strategies do they incorporate so that they cannot get lost by the overwhelming information that is out there?
That's not why I said before, you need to be a creative rebel.
Question everything.
Question everything. Your work is to take this and this and this, but then when you go home, like a bull, seeing the scythe, like kwa ng'ombe zinafanyanga nini? Digest it, let that go deeper, and question everything. You're going to get advice from everybody, and not every advice is good for you. It is good, but it's not good for you. It is good, but it's not God's. Meaning, as we move around, the sole goal that you have every day is to eliminate. Your first impression to everything is to eliminate. Even what you're sharing today, what you're hearing from us, don't just take everything. Question even what you're sharing here, because by the end of the day, your uniqueness is the difference that you bring here on earth, not the similarity. If you are equal, if me and you are similar, one of us is then so valueless. So the value that you carry is the difference that you bring on the table. And so the strategy is simple. Be open-minded. Be someone who is able to accommodate the differences that comes around your life, but be a person who is deep enough to digest and synthesize. When now you are doing that, what you are bringing out is now the summary of a summarized version of what you have had, not what you are hearing. I say this: if what you are hearing from the world is all you can hear, you are not growing. If what you are seeing right now is all you can hear, you can see, then you are very blind. That means that you have to go deeper at a level that what seems to be physical, you are giving it a third eye. You are going deeper and asking yourself, what is the value of this? Where am I in this whole thing? So it has to go deeper. And that's why my personal conviction is that I cannot do that without God. I believe that God is the only one, that God in you is the only one who can take you through that path where you're able to say a very big no and saying yes to that small voice that seems like it's nothing, but with time it will grow and overtake you. Yes.
Hence the power of revelation, as we have been speaking about. Now I want us to go on how did you come to niche down to God's chamber of commerce? Because niche world power is God's chamber of commerce. Now this tells us that you used niche to I don't know if I should call it the philosophy of niche world to niche down to God's chamber.
Wow. We can do that after the break.
Yeah, definitely.
Take us to the break.
Okay. We want to say thank you for keeping up with us. Keep watching. We'll be right back.